Well, good day, everybody. Okay, so today I'm going to be looking for some fatwood. So right now I'm in a place where there's lots of white pine, red pine, lots of spruce, and there's going to be a lot of jack pine. So today we're on a hunt, and we're going to pick us a good load of fatwood for the winter. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, here's a prime example of what you're looking for. Okay, this is a red pine. By the looks of it, it's been down for quite a while. So you got the root system, the stump, the body of the tree, and just a few branches left. So that's pretty well rotten. That's rotten. Okay. Lots of ants. Whole colony of ants. Okay, but that's what you're looking for right here. She's very, very solid at the end. I'll cut some of that up with my saw. I'm sure from here to the end, there's probably nothing. I'll just see whatever I can get out of this bottom piece here. I know when I was knocking it with my axe, it was pretty solid. Also up here, I'll start taking away some of these knobs right here for the branches. And we'll gather some of them knots out. You can see it's been down for quite a while, deteriorating. So I'll get to work, and then I'll show you what I find. Beautiful. Good load there. Okay, so after processing that down tree, this is what I ended up with. The stump, I got the far 3 pieces. These are the knots, but check that out. Look at the color in there. Look at the resin on that. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Now that's saturated. Cool. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go look for some more stumps. Well, this one here is sure giving me a workout. You can see the size of that hole. Now that hole was probably the size of the tree at one time, because all along the edge on that side and all on this side, I'm pulling out bark. You can see all the bark. This here bark right here was standing right here, and you can still see there's more in here. See, there's still dead bark in there. So that's how big that tree was, round. Now I got it loose, but just loose. A little bit more work, and I'll get that sucker out. Okay, be right back. That is almost out. That was no easy task. Oh, there's that other sucker of a root. Oh, there's another one. All right. That was only probably 1/3 the size of the stump. I peeled back all the rotten stuff, and whatever was solid, I dug out. So this is what I have for a nice little chunk of fatwood. Oh, she smells good. Okay, I'll clean it up. I'll drag it out to my vehicle and continue hunting. Be right back. Okay, there's a stump just beyond this point. We'll go check that out. Oh, there's a couple. Okay, we'll check that out also. Let's see what that's solid there. We'll come back and check that out. And let's go see what this one is. Gone, dissolved. Okay. Take a look around. Lots of red and white pine. Okay, let's go back and check that other one out. Okay. I'm going to work out that for a while, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so that's what's left after I removed part of the mound. That chunk right there is big and solid. So I'm going to dig some more. Yeah, that's a big piece. Okay. Back to digging. I'll get back to you. Well, that's where we are so far. We got that dug out on this side. I call this the the drifting iceberg. Once you start digging, you'd be surprised what you find. I'll show you. Check that out. That gave me a sweat. So right now I got a fair size hole dug there. This side's all dug. I probed the other side. I found 3 roots, roughly the same. So right now, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. She's starting to get warm. I think I'm going to go get some tools. I'm going to go get my trenching shovel, and I'm going to go get my chainsaw and a splitting axe. This sucker is coming out one way or another. Okay, we'll be back. All right, I'm going to call her quit right now. I have a little bit of drive to go back home, but that's what I accomplished. I dug all the way around. There you go. You can see how juicy that is. That, my friend, is saturated with sap. Check that out. Just saturated. And that's that whole stump. You can see the red in it. So, right now, we're supposed to get 3 days of rain this weekend, starting Saturday night. So I'll leave this here for then. The rain will wash away a lot of that sand. And then when I come back, I'll bring my chainsaw and zip that right across the bottom, right there. Take that right off. And that is going to be a couple 100 pounds. Crazy stuff. Lost a couple of pounds working out on that stump. Okay, so you can see how saturated that is. Look how red that is. I don't know if it's picking it up, but I just brought myself a couple of chunks of the root just so I can play around with it. But I'll be back for you. Till next time, I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back at the red pine that's over 200-300 years old. This is the stump I've been working on. Just to give you a visual on how big it is. What you're seeing is basically right from the edge here all the way around, in the back here, right here, all the way here. That was the size of the tree. So definitely about 3-4 feet across. So right now it's time to see if I can get that son of a gun out of the ground. So just to give you a visual, there's the edge there of the mound, and there's a root there, but I found bark all in here, all the way around here, and right around that brim was all bark. Just to give you an idea of how big that tree was. So, not too sure where I'm going to be able to anchor on, but I got a jack-awl, some chain, and I got my chainsaw, an axe, again my my trenching tool. So I'm going to set up the jack, see if I can loosen that out as best as I can, and if I can't get it, well, I'm going to have to use my axe and my chainsaw and see how much I can salvage. Okay, be right back. Well, I can't get that son of a gun to move, so I went and dug out my John Shred, and I'm just going to cut it out piece by piece. So that's what I've cut out so far. I'm going to pull the chainsaw out and take the rest of the top off. Be right back. Okay, almost there. So I cut 2 big chunks off already, and I only got 1 chunk left to cut, and I would have won that fight. But just to give you an idea how big that stump was, there it is. There's what I had to leave behind. And that's what's left, and that's the chunks over there. So that was massive, and that's full of pitch. Strong smell. That's going to burn long and hot. All right, a little bit more work to do, and I'll get back to you. Alrighty then. Well, I got her all. All the chunks are up there. I had to cut her into 3. And besides, I would have had no choice anyways. It's way too heavy. So it'll be a little easier to pack it out now. But I want to show you something. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Look how red that is. Orange. Check that out. Full of resin. That is saturated and heavy. Trying to cut that, it was sparking, it was so hard. Anyways, it's done. So now I just got to pack everything out and call her a day. And then once I get it to the house, probably tomorrow, I'll do a little bit of processing to examine it, see what I get, and see how potent it is. So until then, time to carry everything out. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back now, back at home. I just finished unloading the truck. This is all the fatwood that I picked up. It's a nice haul. It's going to make for some great burns. I love fires in the winter. Now this stuff here, everything here, is that one stump that really tried to win the race, but it didn't. I ended up cutting the whole top off, which is great. I didn't get it all, but at least I know where there's more if I have to go and dig some out. But there's so much around, it's crazy. So right now this is what I have. It was very productive. I got a lot of fatwood. Now it's just time to clean it all up, harvest it, and see what kind of gold we got out of here. But that's what I got so far. Some nice colors. Just got to clean it up. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next little while. I got my setup over there. And God, I got, there's well over 250 pounds of fatwood right there. It's all that I could carry and backpack out. But that's a good haul for sure. Okay, so I'll get back to you. I'm just going to go and clean some of it up, process it, and we'll take a closer look. See you in a bit. Well, I just wanted to show you what I've gotten so far. All I did was cut up a couple of roots, and check that out. That's what I got so far. Look at the color. Isn't that something? Look at the gold in that. That is beautiful. And that's just a couple of roots. That's all that is. The rest of it's going to be primo for sure. Okay, I'll process some more and I'll get right back to you. Okay. Whew. Put on a little bit of a sweat there. Okay, I got all the stumps cut. About I cut them all about 5-6 inches thick. Now this one here, when I weighed this one, it's over 18 pounds. This little piece here is not much. Over 18 pounds. So that's solid. So let's see if I don't even know if I got to use my axe or if I can actually baton it. But let's see what we can do. Little chips at a time, I guess. Don't even know if I'm going with the grain or against the grain. It's all over the place. Okay, let's see what happens. Check out that color. Just gets richer as you go. She's a tough one. There she goes. Whew. Check that color out. And that's why it weighs so much. Saturated. Just saturated. Okay. Whew. She's a hard one. Hard to find out where all the green is, but look at the black, the orange. She's good. Okay. Let's take off this piece here. Check that out. Now that's Fatwood. Very thick, very hard to cut, extremely heavy. That's what you guys have to be looking for. That's primo right there. Pure resin. Look at that. Okay, well, I'm going to just harvest a little bit more, see what else the other pieces can produce, and I'll get right back to you. See you in a bit. Okay, so just to show you a couple more pieces, check that out. We'll put that aside. We'll make a fire. Okay, so where did I get this? Well, I got all this in Northern Ontario in the Boreal Forest. That's where this stuff comes from. So, we'll cut a couple pieces off of here, and then we'll get a fire going. Prime stuff. Split nice too. Perfect chunks. Premium stuff. Okay, so let's get a fire going. What a beautiful smell this stuff is, boy. This is all the all the my dust and sawdust and everything from when I was cutting all my stumps out. So we'll put some of this in, some shavings in, and we'll see how it burns. Okay. This knife here I got off of Mike Ware. It's what he calls his camp muck. That's what he calls his camp muck. It's a beautiful, beautiful knife. Nice Scandi. We're going to use that today. And of course, everybody knows who made that. That's Nathan 4071. We'll strike it with that after. That's pure wax, I'll tell you. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, that's just like cutting wax. Hard wax. Check that out. That's a beautiful piece. Nice and saturated. Okay. Very windy. Get some height. All right, let's get this thing going. Yeah, there she goes. Well, anyways, that is great stuff. color of that is so dark orange. It's good stuff. Well, I'm gonna have enough fatwood for a while, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm glad you guys came and paid me a visit. Took me a few days to get all this fatwood. It was crazy. There was a lot of work, especially packing it out. But I got it, brought it home, processed it, and now I'm going to enjoy this fire. This is good stuff. So anyways, thanks for coming by. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Take care.